Today we'll be sharing important information with you regarding New York State's paid family leave. We'll start by discussing why we need paid family leave, and then cover some basics you need to know, including the 3 uses of paid family leave, an overview of the benefits, how much it costs, who is eligible, and how you actually take it. We'll also point you to some helpful resources. So why do we need paid family leave? For too long, employees have struggled to maintain their jobs when they need to care for a loved one during a specific time of need, whether that's welcoming a new baby, caring for a sick family member, or dealing with family pressures when a loved one is deployed abroad on active military service. Employees in these situations face the stress of losing income when they need to take time off to help their family, and also fear their job may be gone when the family situation is over. So New York took action. Governor Cuomo worked to develop the strongest and most comprehensive paid family leave in the nation, and in April 2016, paid family leave was signed into law. Paid family leave is employee-funded insurance that will help you be there for your family when you're most needed. With paid family leave, you and other workers across New York no longer have to choose between caring for your loved ones and your jobs, because we now have insurance to help in these critical times. As of January 1st, paid family leave provides job-protected paid time off, so you can bond with a newly born, adopted, or fostered child, care for a family member with a serious health condition, or assist loved ones when a family member is called to active military service abroad. Let's take a closer look at these 3 uses of paid family leave. We'll start with bonding with a child. Paid family leave provides both parents time to bond with a new child within the first 12 months of the birth, adoption, or foster placement of the child. This includes children born, adopted, or fostered in 2017, as long as the leave is taken within the first 12 months of the birth, adoption, or foster placement. Parents who work for different employers can take paid family leave at the same time to bond with the same child. Parents who work for the same employer and want to take paid family leave at the same time to care for the same family member must have their employer's approval first. Otherwise, they can take leave separately over the first 12 months following the child's birth, adoption, or foster placement. It's important to note that expectant mothers cannot take paid family leave for their own pregnancy. They can take it after the baby is born because paid family leave is only used to care for family members. Paid family leave is also available to care for a family member with a serious health condition, which we'll define in a moment. You can take time off to care for a sick spouse, domestic partner, child, stepchild, parent, parent-in-law, step-parent, grandparent, and grandchild. To clarify, domestic partner is defined broadly under the paid family leave law. It includes people who are not related by blood and are dependent on one another for support. For example, an employee could prove that they're in a domestic partnership by showing that they own property together or have children in common. A legal relationship is not necessary. It doesn't matter if these family members live outside of New York State or even outside of the country. You can take paid family leave to care for your family member as long as you are within close and continuing proximity. In other words, present at the same location as a family member you're caring for during the majority of the paid family leave period. This includes travel for the purpose of securing medication or to arrange care for your family member and other activities related to providing care. For example, we know that many New Yorkers have family in Puerto Rico that need help. Under paid family leave, an eligible employee could use job-protected, paid time off to travel to Puerto Rico to care for a sick parent or bring that parent back to New York to care for them here. In order to take this type of leave, your family member must have a serious health condition. A serious health condition is defined as an illness, injury, or condition that requires either inpatient care in a hospital, hospice, or residential health facility, or continuing treatment or supervision by a healthcare provider. Let's look at some examples of a serious health condition. Maybe you need 1 or more full days to care for your mom when she undergoes chemotherapy, or your dad had surgery and needs help recuperating at home, or your child is undergoing treatment for addiction and cannot attend school for a period of time. These are situations that would qualify for paid family leave and could be certified by the patient's healthcare providers, for example, physician, nurse practitioner, or clinical social worker. Non-serious medical conditions such as the common cold or flu, routine dental work, or cosmetic treatments are generally not included. However, if medical complications arise and your family member then meets the guidelines for a serious health condition, it may be eligible. The third type of leave is for assisting during a military deployment. Paid family leave benefits are available when you have a family member on active service abroad or who has been notified of an impending call or order of active service abroad, and family assistance is needed. Eligibility for paid family leave for an active service deployment is the same as the military provisions of the Federal Family Medical Leave Act, or FMLA. They cover your spouse, child, domestic partner, or parent. There are a number of instances where paid family leave will help, shown here. Now let's take a look at the specific benefits available to you under paid family leave. Paid family leave provides time off benefits, which will be phased in over a 4-year period that began January 1st. This year, if you are an eligible employee, you can take up to 8 weeks of paid family leave. By 2021, you will be able to take up to 12 weeks of paid family leave. You can take this time off all at once or intermittently, but it must always be in full-day increments. For example, a new parent may choose to take their 8 full weeks all at once to bond with their child. An employee assisting family related to a military deployment may just need a few days per month to attend various meetings or make arrangements related to the deployment. Paid family leave also provides wage benefits that phase in over the same 4-year period. This year, if you are an eligible employee, you can receive 50% of your average weekly wage, capped at 50% of the New York State average weekly wage. The rate rises until 2021, when paid family leave pay benefits will reach 67% of your average weekly wage, capped at 67% of the New York State average weekly wage. Your average weekly wage is based on your last 8 weeks of pay prior to taking paid family leave. The New York State average weekly wage for 2018, set from 2016, is $1,305.92 per week, or $67,907 annually. In addition to paid time off, New York's paid family leave also has strong employee protections. You are guaranteed to return to the same or a comparable job after taking paid family leave. A comparable job is defined as a position with comparable employment benefits, pay, and other terms and conditions of employment. You are guaranteed continuation of health insurance while out on paid family leave. If you contribute to the cost of your health insurance, you must continue paying your portion of the premium while on leave. You are also guaranteed protection from discrimination and retaliation. Requesting or taking paid family leave cannot be held against you. There are a few frequently asked questions about paid family leave and other leave policies that may be helpful for you to know. There are several similarities between New York's paid family leave and the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act. Both provide leave for bonding with a child, caring for sick family members, and assisting family when a service member is deployed abroad. You are also guaranteed that you will return to the same or a similar position, and your health insurance will continue. If you contribute to the cost of your health insurance, you must continue to pay your portion of the premium cost while on leave. But there are a number of key differences. Paid family leave is paid, FMLA is not paid. All private employers will carry paid family leave insurance. FMLA does not include insurance, and it has a 50-employee threshold for eligibility. The length of time you must work is different. In paid family leave, you need to work 26 consecutive weeks if you regularly work 20 or more hours per week or 175 working days, which do not need to be consecutive if regularly working less than 20 hours per week. For FMLA, you must have worked for a full year and 1,250 hours in the last 52 weeks to qualify. The biggest distinction may be that under New York's paid family leave, you are taking leave to care for someone else, not for your own health condition. FMLA allows you to take leave for your own health condition. Paid family leave is only taken in full-day increments. FMLA may be taken hourly. Also, under paid family leave, you do not need to use other paid time off first. So what about paid family leave and other types of leave? You cannot collect short-term disability and paid family leave benefits for the same period of time. A birth mother can, for example, take short-term disability if she qualifies, and then paid family leave. It's important to note that the total amount of time taken for disability and paid family leave cannot exceed 26 weeks in any 52-week period. You cannot collect paid family leave benefits while collecting workers' compensation benefits for a total disability. If you are on a reduced earnings schedule, you may still be eligible for benefits. Now we'll discuss how paid family leave is funded. Paid family leave is an insurance policy, and you pay for these benefits through a small weekly payroll deduction, which is a percentage of your weekly wage up to a cap set annually. The 2018 payroll contribution is 0.126% of your weekly wage and is capped at an annual maximum of $85.56. If you earn less than the New York State average weekly wage, $1,305.92 per week, you will have an annual contribution amount less than the cap of $85.56, consistent with your actual weekly wages. So, for example, if you earn $27,000 this year, or $519 a week, you will pay about 65 cents per week for paid family leave. To estimate your deduction, use the payroll deduction calculator at ny.gov/PFL calculator. Here's a chart to bring it all together, showing examples of two employees' weekly salaries and contributions, maximum time off, weekly pay, and their maximum paid benefits. An employee who earns $26,000 per year, or $500 per week, will pay $32.76 per year in paid family leave premiums, or 63 cents per week. In 2018, this employee would receive $250 per week for a maximum benefit of $2,000 over 8 weeks. An employee who earns a statewide average employee salary of $67,907 per year, or $1,305.92 per week, will pay $85.56 per year in paid family leave premiums, or $1.65 per week. This employee would receive $652.96 per week and a maximum benefit of $5,223.68 over 8 weeks. In 2018, this is the maximum for all New York State employees. Now that we've covered the types of leave, the benefits, and the costs, let's discuss who is eligible to take paid family leave. Nearly all full-time and part-time employees who work for private employers in New York State are eligible. We'll go deeper into that in a moment. If you work for a public employer, your employer can choose to provide the benefit. Public employees who are represented by a union may be covered if paid family leave is collectively bargained. Eligibility also depends on meeting specific requirements for the amount of time you've worked for your employer. Full-time employees who work a regular schedule of 20 or more hours per week are eligible for paid family leave after 26 consecutive weeks of employment. Part-time employees who work a regular schedule of less than 20 hours per week are eligible after working 175 days, which do not need to be consecutive. You are eligible regardless of your citizenship and/or immigration status. Paid family leave is not optional for eligible employees. You can waive coverage if you will not meet the minimum time requirements. In other words, if you regularly work less than 20 hours per week and won't work 175 days in a year, or if you regularly work 20 or more hours per week but won't be in employment 26 consecutive weeks. Seasonal workers are a good example of this, as they may work full-time but for only 3 months out of the year. If you meet the criteria for waiving coverage, your employer must provide you with a waiver form, which is also available on the Paid Family Leave website. If you waive coverage, you will not make contributions and will not be eligible for paid family leave benefits. Employers should keep a copy of your waiver on file. If your schedule changes such that you now meet the eligibility requirements, your waiver will be automatically revoked. You can also voluntarily revoke a waiver at any time. If your waiver is revoked, your employer will begin taking paid family leave contributions and collect any retroactive amounts due. Now we'll cover how to request paid family leave when you need it, as well as how disputes and discrimination issues will be handled. Paid family leave benefits are now available to New York employees as of January 1st. If you're an eligible employee, the maximum benefit will be available to you once every 52 weeks. When you're ready to request leave, there are 4 basic steps. First, you must notify your employer at least 30 days before your leave will start, if it's foreseeable. Otherwise, notify your employer as soon as possible. Next, obtain the request form package for the type of leave you need to take and complete the request for paid family leave, Form PFL-1, following the instructions on the cover sheet. Make a copy for your records and submit it to your employer. Your employer must fill out their section of the form and return it to you within 3 business days. If your employer fails to respond, you may proceed to the next step. Submit Form PFL-1, the other request form specific to the leave you are taking, and supporting documentation to your employer's insurance carrier. You can submit your request before or within 30 days after the start of your leave. The insurance carrier must pay or deny your request within 18 calendar days of receiving your completed request. You can get paid family leave request forms from your employer, employer's insurance carrier, or directly from ny.gov/paid-family-leave-apply. If for some reason your paid family leave request is denied, you may request to have the denial reviewed by a neutral arbitrator. Your insurance carrier, or employer if self-insured, will notify you of the reason for denial and provide you with information about requesting arbitration. As mentioned earlier, your employer may not discriminate against you for requesting or taking paid family leave, and you are guaranteed job protection with the same or comparable job upon return from paid family leave. If your employer does not return you to your same or comparable job, terminates you, reduces your pay and/or benefits, or disciplines you in any way as a result of you requesting or taking paid family leave, you can file a discrimination claim with the Workers' Compensation Board. The process and forms are available at ny.gov/paid-family-leave, or you can call the Paid Family Leave Helpline for assistance at 844-337-6303. Paid family leave is now in effect. As you think about how paid family leave may be able to help you and your family, there are resources to assist you. Complete details on paid family leave are available at ny.gov/paid-family-leave, along with other resources including the weekly payroll deduction calculator, frequently asked questions, and the paid family leave request forms. If you are thinking about taking paid family leave soon, you can download these forms now and get started filling them out. You can also contact the Paid Family Leave Helpline at 844-337-6303 for assistance. If you are not already subscribed for email updates on paid family leave, you can subscribe by clicking Get Updates on the bottom of the ny.gov/paid-family-leave homepage. Thank you for the opportunity to discuss New York's landmark paid family leave with you. We hope you are as excited as we are for this important benefit.